learned about David's House through my rehab. I was at a point in rehab where I knew I was coming to the end of rehab. I really didn't know where I was going to go. My husband had relocated with his family. I was concerned as to what I would do getting out. I wasn't welcome to go with family. And someone had mentioned sober living, and at that point none of us knew what sober living was. They had offered up David's House, and they set up the tour, and we waited for the tour to come through. And I was at a point in rehab that I had said, you know, if I can get through this without actually meeting anybody I know, that would be fantastic. And I had seen the name that was on the list for the tour, and it hadn't actually connected that until Butch walked through the door, and I realized that I actually knew Butch from years ago when I was working in the liquor store. But that was how I got in, was through rehab. I would say David's House helped me the same way rehab did. I was not the one that was going to go to an AA meeting. You couldn't have drugged me to an AA meeting if you wanted to. I was sort of forced into rehab, not having any other way to go. And by the time I got through rehab and was finally open to other possibilities, David's House for me was another one of those small stepping stones. I needed, in my own recovery, I needed to take baby steps at recovery. I couldn't take a gigantic step in any direction. And David's House gave me that security that I had from rehab, and gave me some of that freedom back to where I could start to operate as a real person in the world again. So it was baby steps for me. That's how David's House has helped me.